issue, what you guys have to do is, while going for a coaching, you have to you should be very clear with your objective. You are law students. You are being taught law in your schools. So you are not going there to, so that someone can teach you. You are going there so that someone can, be your mentor, be your guide, be your friend who can help you out to, in this journey, in this war of getting, cracking the judicial service examination. And for that happening, that you should be very much aware that when you go over there, or when you attend a demo class, you should know what kind of teaching methodology that teacher adopts, whether he is trying to mentor you or it is just a cramming kind of a class. People who have already attended the coaching centers, they will be able to differentiate that when you go to a coaching class, there are around 100 to 150 students minimum, especially from where I come, from Jaipur and from Delhi. There is a strength of 100 to 150 students per class in a coaching center. आपके कॉलेज में 30 बच्चों के ऊपर टीचर बर्दाश्त नहीं कर सकती. So imagine the kind of, ruckus created, chaos will be created when a student of 100 to strength of 100 to 150 students are studying in a coaching center. So what your objective should be, that a teacher should be your mentor, and also he is able to guide each one of you separately, understand each one of yours, plus and minus points, understand where you are weak, where you are strong, and then you guys should be very much, into the thing that, okay, now he understands me, the person understands what I'm lacking at, then he is able to prepare you, make you learn, because learning is a very different task. We are humans, okay, ultimately we don't sit for long time. Even if we try to sit, हमारे दिमाग में अलग अलग ख्याल होते हैं. While studying, we can reach to moon and come back. Comes to the factual, when it comes to reality, we are not able to, turn a page around, but we are already to moon and back. So in such kind of situations, it is very important for us to understand that a teacher who teaches you should not be burdened, should not have a burden of students of more in a class of more than, मतलब आपका अगर बेसिक क्लास का क्राइटेरिया बताऊं, तो अगर आपको कोचिंग सेंटर में जाना है, तो 10 to 20 का अगर बैच है, that is the best batch for you. If there are students more than 20 in a coaching center, believe me, you are not going to learn anything until unless you are super smart, until unless your determination, and you think that you are very much determined, you can study 18 hours a day, okay. But if you want to live a life, study, learn, gradually do things, you don't have to miss out on your colleges and anything. You need a teacher and you need a mentor who can be with you, be there, and it is a small group of people forming a study group, so that you guys can communicate together. And more or less, a lawyer is always a law student as you. So there has to be not a coaching, there has to be a discussion group where you come with your queries, he comes with his solutions, and then you guys meet out and do things. Okay, now coming to the point that, if you are into a coaching center, your objective should be very clear, that you have to seek only guidance. You have to understand only the fundamentals of cracking the examinations, because law you are already taught at your colleges. Secondly, most important part is that coaching center is able to address your weak points and should be able to prepare you in a manner that you are not only prepared for fighting a judicial service examination, but for any other examination you want. So your preparation should be an overall preparation, keeping in mind, because every preparation is a different set of rules, and different, because every game has different rules. So when you have different rules for every game, different rules for every examination, your preparation should be in a manner that you are able, you are not distracted from your primary object, but at the same time you prepare for different things. It is the responsibility of your teacher, responsibility of your mentor to make you do that. Your responsibility in a coaching center should be only to be regular, only to, do the task which you are assigned to do. And if you are not able to do it properly, come back to your mentor and ask for help. This is what your duty is, nothing more than. Oh, and yes, paying also, that is a different, that your parents duty, but yes. Now coming back to what happened, like if you are prepared for long, you have been starting for 3 years, you have been preparing for last 3 to 4 years, but still you are not, there are no vacancies, or you are not able to crack the examination for one or the other reason. What happens then? You guys have done your best to do it. So your preparation should be in a way that if you don't become a judicial service officer, you become a jurist. Because what I have seen is people who don't become a magistrate, become people who don't become a judicial servant, they ultimately become high court judges or the judges at Supreme Court. So you don't have to lose hope at any point of time. There are a number of students who have been with me. I have seen examples at my around me, that the person was not able to go through the judicial service examinations, and ultimately after some span, when the higher judicial services examination came, they cracked it and they became the people above those their colleagues. So the and some people who are not even able to clear the high court judicial service examination, they are today sitting as high court judges or Supreme Court judges, and giving directions to those subordinate courts. So it's life, it's completely full of surprises. So at any point you only have to prepare your, as Lord Krishna says, you just do the things, just leave it to God. But it is very important for you to do things in a rightful manner, to do things and to prepare and give your 100%. That is very much required, because people who don't help themselves, God even don't help themselves. So this is more or less what I would like you for the strategy to prepare for judicial services. There will be many more sessions later, but right now we are starting from the question and answer round. So anyone of you have any questions now, they are free to ask in chats. Please, you guys are free to now do the pattern. Okay, so the first question which I have been able to see is that's by Lokendra Singh Chauhan. Sir, can you please discuss the pattern of the exam, like what type of questions are asked and which are subjects are important for judicial examination? Lokendra, this is a very broad question. When it comes to judicial services examination, there are separate type of papers for every state judiciary. There are minor subjects, there are major subjects. Okay, when you come specifically, you have to be state specific. Like supposedly if you go for Haryana, your basic subjects like contract act, civil law, criminal law has to be very sound, because that's what they ask about. When you come to Rajasthan, uh, your horizon broadens and you should be very well aware, except for the basic laws, which include CPC, CRPC, evidence, contract. You should be well aware with mines and minerals. You should be very aware with minor laws, such other minor laws, Rajasthan Tenancy Act, Rajasthan Land Revenue Act. You also have to look for them also. Okay, and the questions are, they are questions at different levels. As far as pre is being considered, that is a very objective type paper. Is each and every state has a set of the questions come from different laws and they have a certain amount of weightage. Like in some examinations, civil procedure code. But if you are fighting for a magistrate examination, be rest assured that the questions related to CPC, CRPC, evidence, and IPC will be more rather than questions related to your minor subjects. Okay, and while preparing for your other state examinations also, and what type of questions, when it comes to mains, the questions will be highly from drafting, pleading, CPC, CRPC, or from especially from these acts, but the answering has to be subjective. Good evening, sir. What now? The second question is Harshita Sharma. Good evening, sir. What type of book we can refer for, especially Rajasthan Judiciary? Also for Rajasthan personal law. Harshita, they are not Rajasthan personal laws. Personal laws are common for everyone. There are Muslim personal laws, there are Hindu personal laws. There is no Rajasthan personal law. Okay, Rajasthan has minor laws indeed. जैसे आप राजस्थान टीनेंसी एक्ट है और राजस्थान का लैंड रेवेन्यू एक्ट है, all those things. Books, I would say you stick to bare act for a while until unless you are very much ready to attend a mock test. You have to stick to bare acts to learn. And if you can go through some reference books, not the one you are using in your college, but reference books which are of English authors, so that you can understand the jurisprudence behind it. Simran Goel. Hi, sir. Haryana is also Punjab Court Act as subject and Haryana Rent and Urban. Yes, Simran. Every state judiciary has certain different exam. Why I said only basic for Haryana, there is a reason for that. The emphasis in Haryana is most. They don't have much of scheme for these minor acts. The major portion is of examination is based on your major acts such as CPC, CRPC, IPC, evidence, contract, or any such other act which are being available. But it is not. And Punjab Court Act and Haryana ranked, and so therefore Rajasthan has the same. But their sections are very limited. Yes, one more thing. While studying, you should also know what there are around 100 sections in an act. It is not possible for you to remember each and every. So you guys have to, ascertain which sections are important in a subject, which sections are important and which are to be read thoroughly and which are to be looked upon. Anyone else? So we had only 3 questions till now. Anyone who can, which subject is mostly prepared for every subject? You can't miss. I don't know whether it's okay. Sweetie, Miss Sweetie, which subject is mostly prepared? You have to prepare. You have to prepare your major subjects very thoroughly. Minors you can remember like for negotiable instruments, you have to go through only certain sections only. But when it comes to CPC, you have to read it the whole. You have to understand the entire concept behind CPC, behind CRPC. So yes, your what substantive law and procedure, as far as your procedural law should be strong, and for substantive law you should be able to understand which sections are important and which sections are not. Anyone else? How can we know which section is important, which what should we say? Dear Raman, the thing is, which section is important, what should we study? This is what you will be. You have to go through different last year papers. You have to go through the answers given by students in the you might have the set of those books come with के final last के 10 साल के paper, 15 साल के paper, you get to know. Then also your practical clinical knowledge is very important to understand it. Until and unless your clinical knowledge is good, you are not able to go through the examination. Because when you go for internships and everything, what you do there is you just sit around. You don't actually read the files, what section they are filed into, what kind of cases they are important for. So there you get the sections. Okay, these are the sections which are important and which are not. What's a more important, section or commentaries? Parvinder, sections are actually important. Commentaries are only explanations. I guess you want to say what is more important, Bare Act or commentaries? Bare Act is the Bible. Commentaries are interpretations to those sections. So you have, both are equally important depending on the kind of understanding you have for law. If you are able to understand and if your interpretation is so good that you are able to understand from your Bare Act, you can stick to Bare Act only. But if you need something more, if you want to learn something more, if you want to understand something more, you have to supplement your Bare Act with the commentaries. Anyone else? Can you also tell some Viva portion that is okay? Viva portion you have to prepare gradually. It's totally dependent on the kind of person you are. You have, people used to stand personality